What's going on, guys? Welcome to the On Point Sports Podcast. Today with me, it's just Adam. It's just me and Adam. Once again. Yes, once again. Um, Today, we're going to talk about the NFL. Surprise, surprise. Um, so going back to Thursday Night Football, we had the Cowboys, top team in their division. You know, best
Still
team
the top team.
in their division, going up against the Bears, who are now 7-6, I believe.
Yes.
The Bears did win that game, 31-24. Pretty embarrassing on the Cowboys. Still
Yep.
can't believe they're the top of their division.
Still
Like
six and seven.
how bad
A
how
playoff
bad
team.
is their division?
It's gonna be interesting to see them in the playoffs because they'll most likely make it.
Well, yeah. I
That
mean,
first
the
round.
Eagles are like
We'll
right
see.
behind them.
Yeah, but the Eagles they lost to the Dolphins and they blew like a 14-point lead.
Both teams are on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah. So
The Giants don't look like they're gonna come back at all. The Redskins, I mean, the Redskins.
just leave it at that.
Yeah, it is looking like the Cowboys are gonna take that top spot unless the Eagles try to, pick it up.
They
You did
do.
say
They
a
do
while back
play
when the
a little bit.
Seahawks were going up against them that it would be a tough game, but it
Yeah,
didn't really
but
look like it.
that wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the Eagles were good,
I don't,
but that game definitely, and then the Dolphins afterwards definitely showed they weren't really. But those two teams do play in a few weeks against each other. That might determine who wins it.
it does depend on if the Eagles pick it up from where they are
Yeah,
currently.
that's true. They might just lose the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
it's looking like the Cowboys are locked on
Yeah.
the top
I
spot
think
in their
they are.
division,
Sadly, at
Uh,
6 and 7.
which is crazy, by the way. Because
Yeah.
let me name the other top teams in the NFC.
Yep.
The Seahawks 10-2,
Yep.
49ers 10-2.
Yep.
They're not the, but I just had to mention them
Yeah.
because they're 10-2.
Top record.
The Packers 9-3,
Mhm.
Saints
10
10-2,
and 2
and
again.
they're locked in for their spot. Like
Yep.
and
It's definitely going to be fun to see whoever wins that NFC West, because the loser of that is, I think, going to blow out the Cowboys in that wild card matchup, whether it's the Seahawks or the Niners.
man, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Let's hope the
Let's hope
Cowboys
so.
don't win a playoff game at like 7 and 9.
I would be sure if it was like a 3 or like 7 game series or something, but since it's just one
only
game,
one game. Yeah.
yeah, you only got one shot at taking. And if the 49ers or Seahawks choke,
Mhm. They
that
get
would suck.
momentum. That would suck.
That would suck. Cowboys' egos would skyrocket out of it.
Joel's ego would get up
Jeez. Yeah. But yeah, even the Vikings, second in the NFC
Yeah.
North, 8-4.
there.
And
Really well.
that's 6 and 7 is pretty embarrassing.
Yep.
Very embarrassing. So we got a couple games for this week. Sunday football, not Sunday night.
Yep.
We got Colts and Buccaneers. Who's gonna win that for you, Adam?
This is a tough one, just because if you asked me, I think 2 weeks ago, I would say the Colts easily, but just I don't know. These are two teams you can't trust ever with whatever they're doing. But I think in the end, I just trust Jacoby Brissett and some of the other top guys on the Colts more than the top guys on the Buccaneers. So I think I would say Colts. But I wouldn't be surprised if this one somehow, I don't really even know. I guess the Buccaneers winning would be considered an upset, but I wouldn't be too shocked if that happened.
I mean, so who do you got?
I have the Colts winning that one.
The Colts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I don't really know anyone on both teams.
They haven't really been doing too well this year. I mean, Jacoby Brissett he used to be under Tom Brady on the Patriots. And
Don't
did they
the
trade him?
Buccaneers have like a good QB or something?
They have
I'm sorry to
Jameis
cut you.
Winston, who I think he has the talent, but something about the NFL is if you don't have those people around him, they can't do very well. And we're actually seeing that kind of. We'll talk about the Patriots in a little bit, where we're starting to see that in the Patriots now that they're losing a lot of their top guys.
I mean,
I think the Colts have some of the better kind of.
as long as they have Edelman, they're fine.
Yeah, but I mean, we're seeing them lose to those top teams. They can win football games, but when it comes to playoff time, I don't know, because it's only the tough teams now.
Oh, that's true.
Also, the Cowboys have not won a game against a team 500 or above, and every other team in the NFC that's making the playoffs is 500 or above.
That can all change. Those are just numbers. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're 0-6 against 500 or above teams, it starts to look like it ain't too good.
We're gonna move on to the next game. Oh, I'm gonna say Buccaneers. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just take Buccaneers because I know that
Yeah.
whatever his name
Jameis
is.
Winston. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know his name, so I'm gonna say Buccaneers. Probably not the best opinion, but
I mean, they
deal
could
with it.
win, but that could go either way, that game.
Yeah. More interesting game of the week. We got Ravens and Bills. Both are top teams in the AFC. Bills just behind the Patriots. Do you think the Ravens can take this?
I think this game is going to be an underrated game of the week, if not like a top game of the year. Just
Whoa.
because I thought on did they play? Yeah, on Thanksgiving, I thought the Bills were going to get blown out by the Cowboys. And
Oh, that didn't happen.
yeah, and it kind of went the other way. And kind of
Yeah.
looking at it right now, I can't really tell if the Bills are good just because we're seeing how much worse the Cowboys are. And I don't know. I feel like the Bills have a chance, but I can't really bet against.
Well,
Lamar
you can look back
Jackson.
at their past two games. Before that, the Cowboys games.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who they played, but they're on a 3-game winning
The
streak.
Broncos and let me see. They also played the Dolphins, which aren't.
Oh, so
that's not a
maybe
big
that
time.
doesn't really justify their
Yeah, but they
winning
almost took
streak.
down the Patriots. But then if you look at the Patriots, they're not doing too well. They also lost to the Browns. So, well, I think this week we'll finally see how good the Bills really are. But I gotta
Yeah.
go with the Ravens. Just I can't bet against Lamar.
I'm gonna take the underdog of this game. I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think the Ravens win streak is gonna have to come to an end at some point,
Yeah.
and I think that's gonna be this week.
Yeah.
Just because the Bills are kind of on a little hot run, even though it's been
Yeah.
against bad teams. You know, they're all pros.
Mhm.
They're all professional players.
Yeah.
I still think the Bills.
Also, Lamar in like I guess the biggest games, not really team wise, but when it's gotten to points where if he wins that game, they kind of have a good enough lead on the AFC playoffs for the 1 seed. But because last year he did pretty well, and then once he got to the playoffs, he absolutely did nothing, which is kind of what I'm worried about for them this year. But we'll talk about the playoffs more later. But I got the Ravens. I feel like the Niners were able to stop him enough to lose a game, but he still was able to do what he wanted pretty much.
The Lamar Jackson. This is his second year, right?
Second year, yeah.
I don't really blame him for his absence. And you said he didn't really show up last year in the playoffs.
That was only his rookie year, but just
Yeah.
because he literally, I think he got single digit yards in that game. So, and he didn't run it though, is a thing which he's changed this year a lot.
Yeah.
But he did that last. I don't know. We'll have to see in the playoffs, because for a lot of players, the playoffs are a lot different. It just feels different for players.
So yeah, you got Ravens. I got
Ravens.
Bills.
You got Bills. Yep.
We're gonna move on to the next game. Probably not that exciting, but it'll be a little fun game to watch. We got Lions and Vikings. Who do you want to take on this one?
I got the Vikings. I think the Lions, they started off as one of the final undefeated teams, but just since then, I think they're 3-8-1.
Yeah.
And they started out 3-0-1. I'm not sure if they've lost. I can look at that real quick. I'm not sure.
Wait, they started off 3-0-1?
I'm pretty sure they did. Let me.
So they're on an 8-game losing streak?
I'm going to check. They're on a 5-game losing streak. So they didn't start off that much, but I think they started off 2-0-1. They've lost a lot of their last ones, so they've just cooled down. Also, Matthew Stafford has been out. They've gone through a few quarterbacks, but I don't know if that's necessarily what's wrong with that team. Just because they have, and also it's the Vikings that they're playing, which are having a crazy year so far.
8-4, yeah.
Yeah, a lot better than 6-7. Yeah, but I don't think the 3-8-1 Lions will win.
Shots.
Yep, I don't think the 3-8-1 Lions will be able to win that. Just
I don't
see it.
Yeah, I got the Vikings too. I mean, there's no really, you
Yeah.
can't really. I mean, yeah. yeah.
And we'll close in
Another
on this next game too, or on this next
another
team.
another
Good
pretty
matchup.
pretty.
Pretty good matchup.
I don't know if you can say that.
Let's just get to it really quickly and
All
move
right,
on from there.
Redskins, Packers.
All right, I got the Packers.
Yep. Okay,
Okay, next game.
Broncos. Texans.
But if they do lose that game and the Vikings win, they'll still be tied right there going into the next few weeks where they end up playing.
Wait,
So
wait,
they're
you talking about the Packers and the Vikings?
Packers and the Vikings. But I highly doubt the Packers will lose to the Redskins.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe that'll happen.
I certainly didn't see the Ravens beating the Niners. That's completely different though. That's completely different. Don't jump into that.
Okay.
Next game, Broncos Texans.
Texans. I think the Texans, they just beat the Patriots, right? Yeah, last week was the Patriots game. They beat them. I think they're trying to riding high right now. I don't know if they have a win streak going for themselves. They have a 2-game win streak going.
Yeah.
But right behind them, if they lose that game, is those Titans, which we'll talk about in just a second.
Texas has a lot of teams.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll lose to the Broncos. I think the Broncos are kind of what week are we in? Week 14. They're kind of probably trying to lose at this point without telling anyone.
Yeah.
Just because their season's over. Yeah.
So I got Texans too. I mean, there's no debate there. We got another interesting game. 49ers and Saints. Now, I'm not sure if you... Because last week you didn't side with the 49ers. Cause
I have a, I think, solid prediction. So obviously in the past, it's been hard for teams to go into New Orleans and win, which is actually one reason why I kind of want the Niners to lock up the 1 seed, just because if the Niners go to the wild card, beat the Cowboys, and then the Packers were to beat the Vikings, the Niners would go to New Orleans as opposed to going to Seattle, which I don't really want to happen. But we'll definitely see how they do in New Orleans. And we also do have to remember that the Falcons blew out the Saints in New Orleans. So there's, or at least I'm pretty sure. I'll fact check that real quick. But
blew out? I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So we'll definitely see. I think the biggest thing about that game is the way that they stopped Aaron Rodgers. Can they do that to Drew Brees? Is what's going to... Yeah, they did. They beat them 26-9 at home. But can they do what they did to Aaron Rodgers? Maybe not completely stop Drew Brees, but at least limit him enough to where, we can stop him through the air. They do have Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas alongside Drew Brees, but we saw last week that they weren't able to do really too much. And if they do that and they stop Drew Brees, I think the Niners can win. And I'm going to go with the Niners to win this one. I have confidence that they'll be able to kind of limit Drew Brees in this game.
I'm gonna... I mean, I don't really like either team.
Yeah.
But if I were to pick a side, I'd stay closer to home and say the Niners. I'm not really too sure who the Saints have besides Drew Brees.
Drew Brees,
but
Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas was most of the main
guys. Again, I don't really know. To me, those aren't really household names.
Yeah. Well, those are the main guys that the defense will definitely have to hold back. It really depends on who does better out of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Niners,
so we both got Niners on that one.
But I think it'll go both ways. They're both 10-2. They're both tough teams.
Yep.
Speaking about the Niners, if I'm not mistaken, they got rid of their kicker who choked.
Chase.
Is that true?
Well, that wasn't their kicker. That was the backup kicker that lost.
Yeah. But they got rid of him.
And then Adam Vinatieri of the Colts ended up. He had an MRI on something, I forget what it was, but he might not play this week. And so the Colts ended up picking up Chase McLaughlin. So they have him now. But yeah, we have Robbie Gould, and also I think they picked up another receiver because you can have a matched amount of people on your roster, of course. So they waived the kicker and then picked up another receiver. I'm pretty sure they picked up someone else for the spot.
But has he been the reason why he got kicked off was because of Robbie Gould came back, or?
Yeah, he did really good Beside that one kick is the only reason he isn't seeming like he did well.
Oh,
I think he
jeez.
nailed almost every other kick.
He choked when it mattered the most.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, it was
Rip
like
to that
a
guy's
40
Niner
something
career.
yarder.
Let's
That
say,
was tough.
hypothetically speaking, the Niners do get a ring.
Yeah.
Does he get a ring?
I don't think they do that in football.
Oh,
I
damn.
don't think so. I mean, if they can, though, might as well.
I guess.
Just give them one.
Yeah. Okay, kind of. All right, next game. Bengals and Browns. No, I don't think there's no debate here.
This is the Browns, even though last week they lost to... What team did they lose to? They lost to the Steelers last week. The Steelers had an insane game that game. But, yeah, I have the Browns. The Bengals, they won their first game, so they're not 0-16, but I don't see them really fighting hard to beat another team that is not necessarily right there with them, but they would kind of... At 1-11, I don't think there's another one-win team in the NFL, but there's a two-win team. Of course, if they win that game and another team that's 2 wins loses, then they're tied. I don't think they want that, and they'll fight that hard. So, long story short, I think the Browns will win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. You can't really say Bengals for anything.
Not really. I said them last week and they won, so I was pretty happy about that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I do think that the Browns will be a top team next year.
Yeah, they need to get rid of Freddie Kitchens.
Baker Mayfield. I'm
Stop
playing.
it.
Come to the Niners.
Stop it. No.
I thought you liked
Though, yeah, No, but also I'll talk about it in a second once we get to the next one.
Okay. So you got Browns? We got Browns? Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Browns.
All right, next game. Panthers, Falcons. 99 overall, running back.
Yep. I think
going against
the Panthers will win this. Just because the Falcons kind of went cold the last few weeks, I think. Lost to the Saints last week.
They aren't even doing good. I don't even know if you can say that.
I mean, neither team is really doing well. But both teams kind of had runs here and there throughout the season, but they're still at the bottom. But the Panthers, this last week, this will be their first game in, I think, 9 years without their head coach, Ron Rivera, who is a very good coach, in my opinion. I don't know why they fired him, but I think they want to get rid of him, and I think they're going to trade Cam Newton once he gets his surgery.
What?
So then they can, like,
Are you serious?
start over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the goal.
What?
Which would be interesting if they traded him to the Bengals. I don't know. Or the Steelers, that would be something. But
put an F in the chat for the coach.
Yep, down in the comment section.
Oh yeah, in the comment section.
But he was a very good coach in my opinion, and I think that the Browns may or may not pick him up instead of Freddie Kitchens. And I think if so, I think they're a playoff team next year. The coach really does a lot, in my opinion, especially if you're Freddie Kitchens.
Weren't the Panthers like in the Super Bowl like 2 or 3 years ago?
I don't even know what Super Bowl we're on anymore. They were in Super Bowl 50. They lost to good old Peyton.
Oh, that was that game?
Yeah. So that was just all over the place.
Was it Peytonville?
Peytonville was all over the place.
So you think the Falcons...
I think the Panthers will win that one. Just because of Christian McCaffrey.
I'm going to say Falcons.
You say Falcons.
Is Matt Ryan back?
Anyway. I think he's been back, but they haven't done anything.
Oh, is he doing good? That's kind of what I mean.
I mean, he's doing all right. I don't know if he ever necessarily did good.
I mean, he's good.
Here and there, but not like...
not this season.
Oh, yeah.
But in the past.
I'm saying this season.
Ooh.
He hasn't really been consistent, I
guess.
Julio Jones. He was out on Thanksgiving, which I keep forgetting. That was last week. So he may or may not return. I'm pretty sure he's coming back, though, this week. Yeah, but I have the Panthers.
So I'm going to say Falcons.
You got the Falcons.
Yeah. Next game, I mean, not that entertaining, but we got to put through with it because it's in the NFL. Dolphins and Jets.
I got the Dolphins. They seem to want to win every game now. Are they
What
on
are
a
they at
win
now?
streak? I feel like they have like a 4 or 5 game win streak. No, they have
They're
a
3
1 game
and
win
9.
streak. Never
How
mind.
are they? How are they? They're 3 and 9. How
They
can
had
they
a
have a
2 game.
5-game win?
Don't worry about it. They had a 2 game win streak, and then did they win? Oh yeah, and then they beat the Eagles last week. Because why not? I have the
Why not?
Dolphins winning that.
I think the Dolphins can win when they want to,
Jets are a
but like
disappointment.
they just want to
Yeah.
pick
Tank for whoever they want.
Melo.
I guess they get anyone. Tank for Melo. It's not really tank for Tua anymore.
Oh,
I think tank for Joe Burrow, but we'll see.
Okay. So you got Jets?
I got the Dolphins.
Oh,
Just 'cause
Dolphins.
Yeah, I think they're winning a lot.
I'm gonna go with New York because
New
it's
York,
Florida. I don't really like Florida.
Florida at New York.
Yeah,
Makes
all right.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Next game, Chargers and Jaguars. Jaguars are not that great.
Sadly, Gardner Minshew is once again starting that quarterback. Nick Foles is being benched.
What?
Yeah, that whole. I think he's like 0-3, where Gardner Minshew has. While I check their record really quick, Gardner Minshew's 1-5. Hasn't been a
doesn't add
very
up.
good season against them, does it not?
No, 0-3
I
and
don't
1-5.
know what's happening. Never mind. 3-5,
Oh, okay.
something like that. Yeah,
And-
but
and
he's had an all right
Nick
year.
Foles is 1 and.
Nick Foles has not won a game for them this year. He's gotten blown out in both of his starts since he returned.
But they're 4-8. You said 3 only.
Never mind. Anyways,
Okay.
so I think the Jaguars will win this one, just because it's Phillip Rivers.
I think Nick
Just this
Foles should
year's-
find another home.
Should he? He should go back to Philadelphia.
Is that where he originally was?
That's where he was, and every time that Carson Wentz went down late in the season, that's when he came in, and in the few weeks that he was there, he did well. But just, I don't know.
Maybe not them. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know how good the Eagles QB was because I watched the
Carson
Seahawks
Wentz
game
is pretty good.
and he kind of
this year's a disappointment for them, though.
the Eagles.
Yeah, for sure. This year is a huge disappointment. They thought there was a opinion across a lot of media that he would lead his team to the playoffs. Which, I mean,
This year?
with the team that the
Oof.
Cowboys have right now, it wouldn't have been hard to imagine that. But they're at 5-7.
Maybe Nick Foles should go to Miami.
I don't think they would want him there. I think a team like what's a team that would probably want Nick Foles? I feel like someone like maybe the Broncos or the Chargers if Phillip Rivers leaves, or like Matt Ryan.
What's up with Kaepernick? I just had to bring that up
I have no idea.
because we're on the topic of QBs.
Yeah, they signed his wide receiver that he
Yeah.
was with. That's just that's not even.
That's sad.
They did that on purpose.
Whose workout was that?
I don't know.
Jeez.
They were watching him instead. I don't.
The Broncos are in need of a quarterback though.
I know, but we've been saying someone to go to one of those teams like Kaepernick, but I don't think Kaepernick's gonna get a job this year at least. Next in the offseason, he has a higher chance, I think. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's wanting to
I-
kind of sign him right now.
I didn't see a point in him trying to come back like right now because it's already like what past midway, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wants to come back. Antonio Brown said sorry to everyone. Yeah. And then who else? Des Bryant said he's gonna start talking to people, and then there's no report about that.
Oh jeez.
There's a lot
Wait,
of
Des
people-
Bryant.
Des Bryant. Yeah.
What happened to Des Bryant?
I mean, last year he signed with the Saints for the first time in a while. He was on the football team at his first practice. I think he tore his ACL.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, he tore something.
I just remember him from the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Right? He played
yeah.
with the Cowboys?
The year after, I think a year or two after he left, I think it was 1 year, then he signed with the Saints. And even I was like, oh, the Saints are going to win now. They're going to win it all. And then he just tears something at the very first practice.
He was good, right?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
What the heck happened? Just a
I mean, he injured himself. That's all that happened. I don't think he wanted to play with the Cowboys anymore.
damn.
Yeah.
My
Well,
uncle has he has a
Des
Des
Bryant
Bryant jersey.
Yeah.
Doesn't serve him justice anymore, I guess.
Nope.
Damn,
I
up
don't
to the
know.
Cowboys.
I don't
They
know.
could probably use him.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if. I wonder if any of those three players will make NFL
back
team
to the
this
league?
year. This year, I think Antonio Brown will make it to some random team next year. if
How
not this
though?
year.
Isn't he back
I
in
don't know.
college?
I think
It's
no,
finals
no,
week.
he left
Can he get through
college.
finals week?
No, he dropped
No.
out. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he can't. He did.
Yeah, it's a waste of tuition. But anyways,
Wow.
yeah. Anyways,
I guess I can see Antonio Brown landing a team next year. Kaepernick, I'm not totally sure.
I mean,
Probably
there's a
slight
lot of bad quarterbacks in the
chance.
league to at least
Like,
give a chance to him.
what team needs a quarterback right now?
I mean, all right, let's go through this really quickly. So the Patriots, if they lose Brady, possibly they probably don't want him though. But I could see Belichick wanting him because why not? Bills no, Jets
Kaepernick?
no. Yeah.
Okay.
Dolphins, I guess you could, but they have one of those top picks for one of the quarterbacks, so I wouldn't really if I was the Dolphins.
Chiefs, no.
Broncos we've talked about, but it doesn't look like they're really even looking for one, which I don't know why.
Joe Flacco.
Yep. And then the Chargers, if Phillip Rivers leaves, which he's a free agent this year, so I think he might retire. They could go there. I don't know. There's a lot, and this is just the AFC. We have the Steelers if Big Ben's gone, though they'll probably go with one of those backups. The Bengals are kind of looking for. They get the first pick though, so they'll probably take Joe Burrow. The Titans, they're winning without even having like a stable quarterback, or like one that they want for sure. And then the list goes on like that. I mean, Colts are good, I guess. The Jaguars, I don't even know what they're doing.
The Redskins, are they in need of a...
Yeah, but I think at 3-9 they'll probably find someone in the draft. There's a lot of pretty decent quarterbacks up front. Giants, no.
The NFC has a lot of pretty good quarterbacks.
Yeah, the NFC West has really good quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yep. And then NFC North, Mitchell Trubisky he had in that Cowboys game, I think the game of his career. He had a really good game, which is why I think they should pick up his option, which is what people are speculating on right now.
Based off of one game, though?
Well, he's done well. Like, he's gotten to the point where he can give his team some wins, but his team's just kind of messed up. Like, he got all the way down to, I think, the 20-yard line at the end of the game, took a timeout, and then the kicker missed the winning field goal. And yet it was blamed on Trubisky that he wasn't able to win the game. Which then, if they won that, they'd be 8-5, which is right in the midst with the Vikings and
the
Packers. But also quarterbacks, I think they'll keep Stafford on the Lions, Saints, Buccaneers, a lot of free agents this year, so we'll just have to see. Falcons, Matt Ryan might retire, and then the Panthers, we'll see what they end up doing. But
I don't think any of the losing teams right now would pick up an old.
No. Yeah, there's a lot of good options in the draft this year.
If Des Bryant's healthy, go to the Seahawks. That'd be cool.
How about no? Please don't.
Next game,
Yep.
kind of got sidetracked. Where are we at? Chiefs and Patriots. Ooh,
big one.
Who do you think is gonna win that?
I think the Chiefs will win this one. I've been saying the Patriots here and there, but I just feel like the Chiefs are going to be able to win this one just because they've been playing well. When Mahomes came back, they weren't playing too well, but as the weeks gone on, they've been playing better and better. And the Patriots just can't seem to beat one of the top teams in the league. They beat the Eagles, who at the time were looking like a top team, but now not really. But the other teams, the Ravens, the Texans, they lost to both of those. So I think they'll also lose to the Chiefs.
The Chiefs do have Damian Williams out.
That is true.
I'm not sure.
Not sure if they would have gone to him too much.
I'm not sure if that would
impact
him.
But I don't think enough to change
in a big
whole
way.
Football game. Yeah.
How good is the Chiefs' defense?
The Chiefs, I don't really know. I feel like it's kind of an off and on defense. If they have the momentum, it's on. If they don't, it's kind of off. But they definitely don't have a bad defense.
I'm gonna say it's on the defense then too.
It's on the defense. Well, the Patriots' defense will be pretty good, but their defense is mainly the best through or on the ground, which Mahomes probably won't do. He'll throw it more, and especially with Damian Williams out, they'll probably go to go through the sky, I guess. So I think the Chiefs will win that one. Who did you have for that one?
I'm gonna say Chiefs too. I don't like the Patriots.
I don't think anyone does besides Patriots fans.
I think Cowboys fans have low sympathy for Patriots.
Do they? I mean, the Cowboys have to watch their teams. So.
I just feel like all the hated teams have a little secret.
Do they?
Club. I don't know.
They just follow the Patriots when their team loses.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how it works.
All right.
We're gonna go on to the next game. Titans and Raiders. I don't like the Raiders. I'm gonna go with Titans.
I 2 weeks ago would have said the Raiders are gonna win this one big, but they've just been disappointing.
What are they? They're on a losing streak right now.
They're on a 2-game losing streak. They won against the Bengals and were right there with the Chiefs. Then they got blown out by 31 points to the Jets.
Oh,
and then blown out by 31 points to the Chiefs.
Oh.
So are they going to lose by 31 to the Titans? I don't know. But I definitely have the Titans.
Definitely slowing down.
The Raiders are just, I don't know.
Maybe next year. That's all I'm saying. Maybe
Las
next
Vegas.
year.
We'll see what happens.
But then I still hate them. So
right.
maybe not next year. But for you Raiders fans that tune into this, maybe next year. Next game, Steelers, Cardinals. Who you got? I'm going to say Cardinals.
I want to say Cardinals, and I think I'm going to. The Chiefs are a really good team, and they're making the playoffs right now. But I think last week's effort was kind of just to kind of get back at the Browns. And I think the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, did he play well last week? I'm not sure. The score wasn't too great, so I didn't pay too much attention. He went 19 for 34 with 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. So he didn't play too great, and they lost by 27 to the Rams of all teams, who might be on the way back. But I think I have the Cardinals for that one, just because I think something. This is definitely going to be a close one, though.
They are on a bit of a losing streak, but yeah, Kyler Murray is pretty special.
Yeah.
You did say that he was a better quarterback than Russell Wilson, but that.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that a while back.
I will go with that.
But
I'll keep that.
I don't think they're losing because of him. It's not because of him, right?
No, definitely.
They need pieces around.
I mean, they've been playing tough teams and going out strong, I guess. Besides that last week. I mean, if you go through all of their games, I'm not going to right now, but if you do, if you take all of their one possession losses, and make them wins, they're probably a winning football team right now. Especially on the first year of Kyler Murray's career. And they have a lot they can add on for a lot
Rookie of the year, question mark? Just kidding.
No. I mean, maybe.
Offensive rookie of the year?
Offensive for sure, I think.
Maybe.
The rookies were kind of on top of the lead for the first half, and then they kind of all cooled off this half.
Yeah, Nick Bosa.
Bosa, man. Yep.
Eric really thought he was going to get that record.
Yep.
But not looking like that. Unless he pulls like 20 sacks in the game.
Still got 4 weeks. So 20 sacks this game. 20 next game.
That'll set the record.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you got Arizona?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Arizona. Even though the Steelers are like 7 and something.
7-5, I believe.
Yeah. Still got Cardinals. I like Kyler Murray. It's pretty cool. Cool name. We're going to move on to the next game. My favorite team is the Seahawks. Top of the NFC West. Going up against an LA team. Too many teams in LA. Rams.
There's only 2. Okay.
That's why I said too many.
Oh, wow.
I'm playing.
Did you catch that? Put yes in the comment section if you did.
Who you got, man? Because I'm pretty
Seahawks. Sure. It's not. I mean, if the Seahawks, it's a win-win for Niners. Actually, it's not, but you know.
How?
Well, because I don't know. If the Seahawks win, obviously that's bad because they gain another game that the Niners have to catch up on. But also if they lose, then the Niners can go ahead or tie them. But if
they did play earlier in the season, and it was a close game.
Yeah,
29-30.
There's been a lot compared to now. But the the Rams, if they lose, would be 1 game away from the Niners clinching. I think if the Seahawks win this, they clinch.
Oh.
But then if the Niners win their game and the Seahawks win their game, the Niners and Seahawks both clinch playoff spots. So
I don't think the Rams will get in either way, so it doesn't really
they have to
matter.
almost go undefeated from now, but there's still a chance, is the thing. So they'll officially put them out. I think they will. I think the Seahawks will win this. I think the first half of the season, Russell Wilson was definitely doing really well, but I think he's kind of slowing down now. But his defense is definitely still there, which is forcing a lot of turnovers.
Speaking facts, I was gonna say Spax. Maybe that's new lingo. Yeah, I'm gonna say that from now. Spax. Hey, comment Spax in the comment section, man. Spax. Oh damn, that's hard. Spax. Spax.
How would you spell this?
SPAXX.
All right.
Spax.
For sure.
But yeah, I got the Seahawks too.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams are pretty good, but Jared Goff is trash. He just got that bag and
took off.
Disappeared into the wind. But yeah, I don't think it's a surprise that I got the Seahawks. We're gonna move on to the next game. Monday Night Football, pretty embarrassing, pretty boring. I don't know why this is a game.
Is it?
What is this, high school?
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, I don't want to watch this, man.
The 40-year-old is back.
Oh, that's right. That'll be exciting.
38-year-old Eli Manning returns to the starting spot for the Giants quarterback.
Are the Giants trying to lose? Is that what their goal is?
I don't know. Eli, I think they're going to just rest Daniel Jones. I don't know if there's something wrong with him. I'm not sure. But I think they want Eli.
He has an ankle injury.
Does he? I was going to say, I feel like they want Eli to end it just because he's said he's done, maybe. Because he's a free agent this year.
Oh.
So he might just retire this year. So maybe if he goes in there and beats the Eagles, just retire on the spot.
He did get a ring, right?
Yeah. He has 2,
okay.
I think.
Okay,
congrats. He beat the Patriots a few years back.
Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah. Good for him.
Officially better than Tom Brady.
Yeah, officially. But you got the... Yeah, it's Spax.
Yeah, I got...
You got the Eagles?
Man, I feel like... I'm going to go with the... Man, this one is hard. I'm going to go with the Eagles because it's Eli Manning.
Is Eli Manning that bad?
He's not that bad, but I mean, you know.
Why they shut him out, I don't know.
It's probably because of that injury. Or maybe they want to lose. Or maybe they want to win. It'd be nice if he was to win it, but...
Once news broke out that Eli would return, social media was kind of like, he's going to, like, win. Like, they're going to win from now on. So I'm not sure. Like, I knew he was good.
A good strategy.
I knew he was good, but I'm not sure how good he is. But I'm gonna have to take the safe bet. Go with the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think Zach Ertz is gonna have a big game. Why? Shoot, I don't know.
Your fantasy team.
I hope so. Yeah, but I think Zach Ertz is gonna have a big game. Their QB, and he's gonna choke if they do lose. It's because he's gonna choke. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the Eagles.
Yep.
We're going to cover the last game for this podcast. Week 15, Thursday, since we don't have,
a podcast until Thursday.
Yeah.
Or until
Saturday, the weekend.
Yes.
Sorry, my mind blanked out. We got Jets and Ravens. Not too sure if there is any debate of who will win this game.
This is the Ravens.
So we might as well cut it off right here. So that's going to bring it to the end of this podcast for week 14. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I'm not sure if I said that in the correct order, but yeah, do those. Follow us on our social media at On Point Sports to get the new updates on, players and teams in the NFL and the NBA. Happy birthday to whoever's been born, because I haven't said that in a while. So,
Giannis, future warrior. Belated happy birthday.
Spax.
Spax.
All right, you have a good one. We'll see you next time.